It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Bengals and the Chargers. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap. As it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the LA Chargers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
What's up, my Madden Rebuild Warriors? My name is David, and today I have a great playoff matchup for you. It's the Bengals versus the LA Chargers. Both teams we control. They're both franchise-focused teams. Only one man is missing from both these teams, and it's a big one. It's Nicholas Chubb is missing for the Bengals. They picked him up on a one-year deal. If you did not know, let's take a look at their rosters real quick. I did break down their teams and how they finished the regular season in another video or two that I released before this game. If you want more information, go check them out. But let's take a look at who's starting. Joe Burrow up to a 99 overall. Chase Brown's going to have to start here. He's fast, and I think it helps that the Bengals get to play this game in a slow sim, because I think that overall for a running back doesn't matter as much in slow sim as it does in quick sim. Ja'Marr Chase, Jermaine Burton, and Matt Kyle, the rookie, they have so much speed and talent at wide receiver, and that's a big strength, because if you look at the Chargers, you're going to see that there might be a mismatch there. Gesicki and their offensive line's doing well. Trent Brown, Mims, really good left side. Connor Williams came here. Alex Kappa. And then they just got back Orlando Brown, Miles Murphy, Trey Hendrickson, who will kick inside in sub packages. Chris Jenkins, Barrett Carter. I've said this many times, he should be a rookie, I guess, this 2025 season, but he was in the draft the year before. It is what it is. He's now a member of the Bengals, and he's one of the best defensive players in the league, especially was as a rookie. And he doesn't really play left outside linebacker in a 4-3 traditional. A lot of times you'll see him on the end spot where he's a situational pass rusher. That's where he really makes his money. Logan Wilson, Jermaine Pratt, good speed at linebacker. Now, they also have a mismatch here where our corners are fast, but they have low overalls. I think that does favor us. Well, us as in does favor the Bengals in the slow sim. Geno Stone starts over Daxton Hill, who will drop in the slot. And Jordan Battle, as you know. Evan McPherson's still here. And Tommy Townsend is their punter. Now let's talk about the Chargers and give you an idea who's on their team, because they're fully healthy. This is such a great matchup. Unfortunate one of these teams has to go. The Chargers were the best team in the NFL in 2024 for us. They had a little bit of a down year this year. Justin Herbert's a 99 overall. Travion Henderson, he's up to an 87. Horvath, 4-back. Joshua Palmer, Quentin Johnson, Lad McConkey. They got some really good wide receivers here. Brendan Rice, he don't even play. He's up to an 81 overall. Luke Lachey is their starting tight end. Then their offensive line's great. Rashawn Slater, Zion Johnson, Lindsley's still here. Sawyer, and then just the absolute beast of the draft from the 2024 draft, Joe Alt. Now, their defense is a mix of really old guys, ring chasing, and really young guys. So you got DeMarcus Lawrence, who's, 30. Joey Bosa, who's like 29 or 30. Armstead came over. They have the rookie, Terrence Goodwin, pretty good player there. Gabe Fordham, another rookie. He's really good. Junior Collison, the rookie from last year, really young. Then you have Robert Spillane, who's like 29. He came over. Asante Samuel, and then Stephon Gilmore, he's like 32, 33, ring chasing. And then the young guy, Jason Marshall Jr., Kristen Fulton. J.C. Woods, super fast. And then you have Derwin James, and they added Jamal Adams on a one-year deal, and he drops down into sub linebacker packages. Cameron Dicker, the kicker, and this creative guy, Ryan Roku, I guess is how you say his name. Raku. That is the team. It's a great matchup. Let's get into this game. I can't wait to watch it. These teams played earlier this year, and I believe it was the Bengals getting a win in week 1. So, I mean, shame on the Bengals for losing. They lost the last game of the season, which gave the Ravens the division, which is awful. Bengals would have much rather hosted this game, but it is what it is. Two great teams are facing off in the wild card round of the playoffs, and let's get into it.
It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
That is caught, and he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And he was absolutely sensational throwing the football all year long, better than 40 touchdown passes. That means he made good decisions, and his team trusted him with the ball. So I can't imagine a scenario in this game where they changed their philosophy. If they trusted him in the regular season, they're going to trust him now and let him turn it loose.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Right back to Brown. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
But, Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. They will throw on first down with Burrow.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bengals will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't, just stack them all up and take the best 6 records. But there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Herbert throwing again. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
2nd and a couple.
Herbert off of play action. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop it. It's another first down. Again, Herbert. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Herbert. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Out of the gun, Herbert. Under pressure, they got him again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. More from L.A. in a moment.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Herbert.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. An inside give, Brown. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, the goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Herbert back to the air. And now another one thrown incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Burrow will throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now Burrow on first down. Now a short one to Gesicki.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
This is Brown going up the middle.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
But now he appears to be in some pain. More from L.A. in a moment. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Play action. It's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals!
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Bengals score.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now.
They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down. Here's Burrow.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Gets by him at the 25.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. His
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Herbert now. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Trey Hendrickson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
The Bengals offense returns to the field. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role in breaking.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Davis now to return it. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Burrow on play action. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Brown will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field, and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And it is now 21-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 4.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And able to get this to the 31. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Herbert, and he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 9 yards that time.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's second and 10.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Burrow looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
That is incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lock one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Herbert on first down now. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 24 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert.
Herbert has it knocked free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. The Bengals getting set to go. If this game continues the way it's gone, it'll be, well, somewhat of an upset. 5-4, not huge, but still the big thing, winning on the road to stay alive. Pretty big deal.
Man, when you pointed out that 5-4, first thing that flashed through my head was college basketball. When they get to their tournament, right?
Yeah, like the 8-9 seed first-round game.
Right, you always look at that before you thought your brackets, don't you? And you got to figure out which one you're going to pick, that 9 seed over the 8. And sometimes even that 7-10 game feels the same way. Not much difference between the two teams. Give them a lot of credit, though, for going on the road and getting it done in this one.
Yeah, that's a difference. NCAA tournament, neutral site here on the road and putting some people on notice. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Right side, he has Johnston.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4.
Here's Herbert. Short throw to Dissly. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 48-yard line.
Herbert.
He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
First catch of this wild card game for 1,000 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Meanwhile, Herbert's this throw taken in by Johnston. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Spiller will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here.
Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better that they work on, training camp, off-season work, OTAs, but also a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
On the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Burrow will throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. More from L.A. in a moment.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Second and 11 now. Now a give left side, Brown with it. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee, and guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step.
And the Bengals going to live to fight another week as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.